Did you know that 80% of knee subluxations are either an anterior medial femur or a posterior lateral tibia? Hey guys, it's Dr. Dai with Rising Path Chiropractic. So today what we're looking at here is a knee x-ray of the anterior view. So this is going to be your knee at neutral positioning. We're not expecting any rotation or anything special like the sunrise view or tunnel view, right? So here we're looking at the anterior view of the knee. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out what the exact alignment of this knee is. So in this scenario, we're looking at a right knee. Uh, Probably best case would be to flip it so it looks like you're looking at it from behind, but we're looking at it from the front. So what we're doing is we're placing two dots here at the most inferior portion of the medial and lateral condyles of the femur, right? Our next point is actually at the inferior most portion of the patella. And if you can't see the patella or you suspect that the patella is dislocated, we're picking the most central part here of the femur, right? And then the second dot we're looking at up here would be bisecting the femur at the most transverse level. So in this case, this is as close to center as my eyes can see, right? And so we got all the dots placed on the femur. Now we're looking at the tibia. We have the lateral and most medial aspect of the tibial plateau, right? And we want the most superior part, if I mention that. And then we're also looking at the tibial tuberosity. So what I suspect, or what looks like it, right, is right here. And if you can't figure it out or you can't see it well, then you would pick the most central part of the neck of the tibia, and that'll give you your rough estimate of where the tibial plateau is, or the center of the tibia. And then similarly to what we did with the femur at the top, we're doing the same thing with the tibia at the bottom. We're finding the most central area when we transverse bisect these, right? And so off to the side, I already have these lines drawn out. So we're going to put this here for the femur, and then we're going to put this here for the tibia. And then we're going to have this arrow for this femur line. And then we're going to have this arrow for the tibia line. And I probably moved that dot, so I messed it up. And as you can see here already, we have an AEX tibia. Now, how do we determine that? First, we're looking at the wedging, right? If we have a lateral wedging here, which we do, then we're suspecting that there's more of a tibial issue. So now we're thinking we got to look at the tibia. Versus if we saw more of a wedging on the medial side of the knee, then we're thinking it's more of a femur misalignment. So now that we've decided, are we doing tibia or femur? And in this case, tibia, now we look at the rotation, or how wide a certain part of what we're looking at is. So in this scenario, we're looking at the tibia, right? And when we're looking at tibia, we can kind of see that it looks like the lateral side is more bigger, right? Meaning that it is anterior, or that it's rotated anteriorly, right? So there's less space we see on the medial side. So in this scenario, we're looking at an AEX tibia. And here I'll include some pictures that I took from the textbook, right? Just kind of showing us what normal versus AEX looks like. And I'll also include PEX tibia, just so that you can see the differences here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for drawing the x-ray analysis for the anterior view of the knee. Fun fact for all my chiro students and chiros out there. Did you know that 80% of knee subluxations are either an anterior medial femur or a posterior lateral tibia? And that the most common knee misalignment is actually the anterior medial femur.